running to start the drive. Beal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
To throw on 3rd down. Beal. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The Eagles at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he can make anything happen.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Off-play action. Beal.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
A very solid gain of 27.
Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Jermaine Johnson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Julian Okwara. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
On 4th down, Beal. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
on their side of midfield at the 47. They go play action now. Wilson. Caught outright by Patton.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed. And pretty well executed there. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Patton. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Now Wilson. This one is caught. It's Patton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
First and goal from the 3. They'll run with Robinson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr., his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Etienne once more. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd and 2, Beal. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
On 4th down, Beal. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Now Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Patton. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0.
Commanders 14, Eagles nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw on second down. Beal. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0.
Commanders 41, Eagles nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
19
tight.
On 1st and 10, Beal throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
2nd and 5. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
first and 10. It's Etienne.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down. Beal, touchdown! From 4 yards out.
And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by A.J. Terrell.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try to get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On first down, Beal. Open man is Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on second down. Beal. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Second and 9 from the 44.
They go play action with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patton. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
shotgun handoff to Pollard. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run with ETN. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it can get going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Beal. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Operating from the gun. Beal. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Rivers, and he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Straight ahead, ETN. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner, and the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patton. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown, Washington. From 3 yards out. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 28, Eagles 7. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off the play fake. Beal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 73 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Right back to Hubbard. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Washington. Chuba Hubbard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember putting...
And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Fred Warner. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Washington, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.